After literal years of waiting, I got my hands on the 1994 Chanel Vamp. Well, actually the relaunch of it that just came out this spring, and I love her. The packaging is maroon, a very dark maroon. It doesn't pick up very well on camera. It has this beautiful gold cover. I love her. She's this very, very dark maroon shade, and good for you guys, I spent the past few years finding dupes for it, and now that I finally have it, I can compare with all the shades I have. These are just some of the shades I have collected in the search of Chanel Vamp, so let's compare them. During it, I can tell you that the formula is quite different from the original because it is a matte formula instead of more of a satin finish, which means that some of my original dupes won't be exact to this one, but more close to the 1994 Chanel Vamp. But if you're looking to dupe the 2026 Chanel Vamp, my biggest recommendation is Juvia's Place in the shade Cocoa. Only difference about this lipstick, it's even more matte than the 2026 Chanel Vamp, and it's a lot more brown. If you look at it, it's actually advertised as a brown color, but if you're very pale and cool toned like me, it's actually gonna pull more of a red. This is what Juvia's Place in Cocoa looks like, and we'll compare it to Chanel Vamp as a reference. Quite similar. As you can see, Chanel Vamp is a lot more red toned compared to Juvia's Place, but in my opinion, this is definitely the closest dupe of any of the lipsticks that I have. Looking for a more satin finish, everyone knows about Film Noir by MAC Cosmetics. It's a bit cheaper than Chanel Vamp, but it's also a lot darker in comparison. This is essentially the satin version of Juvia's Place Cocoa. It's more of a brown shade than it is red. Actually, comparing these two, it's a little bit more brown than Juvia's Place. And if you want a really close satin dupe, you can actually go with Chanel in the shade 160 with their Cocoa Bloom formula. It's really, really similar, and I didn't realize how similar it is until I tried it compared. Look at that, that's 160 Chanel Cocoa Bloom, and this is Chanel Vamp. They're identical. However, I will say when I wear this on the lips, it is so much more purple than Chanel Vamp. So if you're looking for a more purple rougey shade, then I would go with 160. And if you're looking for a true burgundy red shade, a deep vampire red, go with Chanel Vamp. Here's our current swatches. I also have some that I've never heard anyone talk about that I think are also really close dupes. This one is L'Oreal in the shade 213. This one is an extremely matte formula, significantly more matte than Juvia's Place and Chanel Vamp, but it's also a more red shade if that's what you're looking for. It's like a deep red purple. It is pretty close